Welcome and thank you for listening to the DFRI Podcast. Your ongoing support helps us to continue promoting great employee relations in the workplace. Visit dfrihr.com/free trial and allow us to answer your questions free for 30 days. Welcome to this episode of the DFRI Podcast, and thank you once again for tuning in. So today, our question or discussion is on forced ranking systems. Should you use them? Are organizations still using them? And the possible liabilities to enforcing them in your workplace. I want to emphasize that for people who are not familiar with force ranking system, it is a system where employees are placed along a curve of performance, or where you place them in a category or percentiles for performance. So, for example, the best performers would be placed in the top 20%, with a large group in the middle at 70%, and the worst performers dwelling in the bottom 10%. So the ranking is forced because there is a requirement that 10% of employees be given the lowest ranking, regardless of whether their reviewers would have rated the workers that way on their own. So it's very, very important to understand how that system works and its limitations. So a forced ranking is really the sole component of performance management, or I would hope it is never the sole component of a performance management system, but rather a result of some form of review. Because the system has been used to provide greater rewards for top performers and specific deadlines for performance improvement for the lowest ranking employees. Therefore, some employers have used what I call rank or yank philosophy when it comes to the bottom 10% of employees, and they are automatically terminated each year. This, of course, allows the organization to consistently purge the lowest performers. Although this process can help an organization by reinforcing goals and objectives and rewarding the best employees, but it can also be very demotivating for the rest of the workforce and promote competition and individual performance over teamwork. So keep that in mind. If teamwork is not your focus, it's all about individual performance and placing people in categories, then by all means, yes, the force ranking system may have its place in your performance management system. But if this is not the case here, I would suggest be very careful when considering such a system. And of course, I've seen in some major corporations where forced ranking has resulted in well-publicized discrimination, favoritism, and of course, class action lawsuits. So be very, very, very careful when implementing a system where you are forced to put people in categories regardless of how else they could have been evaluated in the performance management. Are Amazon bestsellers The Development Alternative and The Line Manager
are now available for corporate discount on bulk orders. To get your copies now, call 877-803-3486.
System.